I'm Alexa Swaney. I'm a senior at the Belle Fourche High School. We wrestled conference last weekend, and I did pretty good. My first match, I was seeded second, and so my first match was against a junior from Spearfish. And I'm pretty sure that she's been hurt most of the season, and so this was my first time seeing her. And she was pretty tough, super flexible, and I couldn't really get her in a pin, even if I was dominating the match. And I beat her 14-0, went all 3 periods. And then my second match was against a girl from Lee Deadwood, and I pinned her in 21 seconds. It was a good match after having all 3 periods. And then that got me into the championships, which is where I wrestled a girl who I've wrestled a couple times before. She's tough competition. She is a senior this year from Custer. Her name's Tiara. And she's a good competitor for me. We have gone against each other 3 times, and each time I've gotten a little bit closer to beating her, but she has beat me every time we've wrestled, and she's just good competition for me. So I ended up getting second, and I'd say it was a good tournament for me and just more things for me to work on to hopefully beat the Custer girl here pretty quick.
Hi, my name is Aleyah Carbajal. I wrestle for the Belle Fourche High School. I'm a senior, and we wrestled conference just a couple weeks ago, or I guess last week. It was definitely a tough competition. I ended up in 4th place. My first match, I wrestled a girl from STM. I think I wrestled her a couple times, maybe not. I don't really remember. But it was definitely a good scramble, hard match, made it all 3 periods, ended up beating her by points. And then my second match was my hardest competition for sure. I wrestled Candace Matsuda from Spearfish. Definitely a huge mental game changer, somebody that I love to wrestle because it gives me a challenge that I don't get from other people, and it's a fun match to drive, even though it's my hardest match that I usually get pinned in. So that put me into the wrestlebacks, and I ended up wrestling another girl. I pinned her. It was a good match. Went pretty quick though, and then that put me in to wrestle for 3rd and 4th against a Custer girl that I haven't ever wrestled before, but I've watched her wrestle, and I was super excited for that match. Really good competition. But I definitely liked wrestling her. I ended up losing against her, but that's okay because I'm ready to see her in the next tournament. And then that's how my conference went.
My name is Garet Huston. I'm a junior at Belle Fourche High School. I wrestle at the 132 weight class. I started wrestling about 4th grade, so I've been wrestling quite a while. My buddy's mom actually got me into wrestling. She was there the whole time. She knew a lot more than my parents did, so she kind of helped my parents understand and figure out what I needed to do as a wrestler, and it evolved into me now being a varsity starter at Belle Fourche. It's great. I've enjoyed every minute of it. Conference last weekend, I got second. I wrestled Trey Weiss in the finals. It's a pretty good competition if you know Trey. He committed to Augustana. He's going D1. I wrestled to the best of my ability. I didn't come out on top, unfortunately, but getting second did boost my seeding a little bit for regionals, so really just looking forward to regionals, getting better as the week progresses, and then focus on shattering this weekend. So doing what I can to get better for regionals and states.
Hi, I'm Spencer Bush-Graslie. I'm a junior here at Belle Fourche High School, and I wrestle 175. My friends actually convinced me to wrestle when I was a 5th grader. My parents have really been supportive along the way, especially my mom, learning how to help me maintain my weight and things like that. Conference this past weekend, I ran into a OK Douglas kid. I made a mishap and I went to my back and I got pinned. I came out aggressive in my consolation match and I won that. And then I did the same thing in my placing match against a kid from Custer. I think this season's gone pretty good, and hopefully we'll be able to come out on top during regions.
My name is Cory Neuharth. I'm the head boys and girls wrestling coach here at Belle Fourche High School. And just a little recap of the kind of the beginning or middle of the season to where we're at right now, where we finished up with a conference tournament last weekend down in Hill City. It was a great conference tournament for our boys and for our girls. And of course, want to point out our boys won our conference championship down there. We edged out Douglas by 9 points. Just talking with our assistant coach Nathan, and all throughout that day we were really watching where the points were going to be, and how things were going to work for that day. We always told the kids, at the beginning of the day that, hey, we need those bonus points. We need those major decisions. We need those tech falls. And then pins are great also. And then those advancement points into those placing rounds and then the finals. And so, at the end of the day, we came out on top, boys, with the championship. Like I said, the last time we had a boys championship was 2007, 2008. So, we're looking at, 17, 18 years the last time they had that. So that was really great for them, super happy for them. They put in the work and they did what they needed to do. And then our girls, they came in at fifth place there as a team. And they only got beat by Douglas was like a half a point ahead of them, 1 point ahead of them. So they did great as well. And just recapping, the placings and where we had one girl champion, Kyra Vandenberg at 100 pounds. And she did great things. She's only lost twice on the season, and we're looking to, her to keep getting better and moving into the regional tournament and then into the state tournament as well. And so recapping our boys, we had 3 individual champions there. Cooper Connery at 113, Riley Dighton at 150, and then Owen Schrader at 165. So those, and that finished up Owen's a senior, finished up his senior year. That's 2 conference championships for him. He won last year and then again this year. So super happy for him. I know that's something he had in the back of his mind that he really wanted to do, and that's what he did. And so we were missing 2 weight classes, 190 and 215, and we were still able to pull off that conference championship. So that was great. Just kind of backing up a little bit from the beginning of the season to the middle. We had a quad with Douglas, Rapid City Central, and Spearfish that Thursday before conference, and we went 2-1 in duels there. We beat Douglas and we beat Spearfish pretty handedly. They were down some numbers, sickness, and different things, but not to take anything away from our guys. They knew what needed to be done, and they went out to try to make a statement, and they did in those 2 duels. With Rapid City Central, I felt like we didn't match up with them quite as well as we could have. We probably had a couple matches that probably should have went our way, and they just didn't. That's just wrestling. That's just how it goes. And so we're, and backing up from there even more. I guess we were up in Buffalo at the Harding County tournament, and we got second, I believe, up there as a team. And we had a couple champions up there as well. I think we had Cooper Connery, Owen Schrader, and then Luke Tonsager as well. Girls did not wrestle up at that tournament, so it was just a boys-only tournament there. And then right before Christmas, we were in Madison. That's a new tournament for us, and so, just that was tough, right? I told the kids it's going to be a new tournament. It's going to be tough. We're going to see East River schools that we haven't seen, but we need to see moving into the season for criteria going into the state tournament, because that's the only time we might see some of those teams. And so that was good. I keep telling the kids, take the small victories and the big ones will come. Keep working hard. Take consistency over intensity any day. So, not that we don't push the intensity, but being consistent and just doing the right things, showing up every day for practice, working hard, and just buying into the program, right? Because I'm a new coach, even though here at Belle Fourche in the high school program, I know a lot of the kids from years before, and they all have a great attitude. They support one another. The parent support is awesome and great. The administration, Adam Nojeski, our AD, has been great, and he's worked with me really well this year. And as far as my assistant coach Nathan Jules, he's been awesome as well. It's new for him as well, getting back in here, and the kids are having a lot of fun. So we got to have fun while we're working hard. So this weekend we go to Shattern. So we have practice tomorrow morning. Then we get on the road to go see Shattern, and we'll see what happens there. That's a new tournament for me. Some of the kids were there last year, but I haven't been there, and so we'll see what happens down there. We're just going to go have fun, get some matches in. The night before, tomorrow night, actually, we get to see the boys and girls Shattern State College get in and watch that duel. Both teams are wrestling the University of Sioux Falls, So that's going to be something fun to watch for the kids. Just hopefully take their mind off of the next day and just kind of hopefully relax and have a little bit of fun.